Hello and welcome to cryptoTV. I'm your news host Dharamjot Kaur, and let's get into the world of crypto with the English News Bulletin. Let's have a look at the headlines first. Over $1.2 billion in Bitcoin reserves remains unaccounted for by LFG. Binance resumes Luna USD trading. CEO CZ advises caution. Cryptocurrencies stabilizes after Luna demise. Bitcoin trades below $30,000. SEC Commissioner calls for stablecoin regulations after the USD fiasco. Galaxy Digital sees quarter-to-date loss of $300 million. Kava Network's USDX falls to $0.65 in yet another stablecoin Depeg. UAE's flagship airline Emirates set to accept Bitcoin as payment. Neal Stephenson, author who coined Metaverse, buys NFTs. Sonam Kapoor invests in Metaverse platform Murka Fight Club. Luna Foundation Guard, a non-profit organization formed to support the growth of the Terra ecosystem, has yet to answer a crucial question about its Bitcoin reserves after Terra's collapse. LFG accumulated a total of 70,736 Bitcoins worth over $2 billion as forex reserve for the Terra's algorithmic stablecoin USD, which has recently severely depegged and created havoc in the crypto market. LFG recently granted a $750 million Bitcoin loan to over-the-counter trading firms and market makers to help protect the USD peg from its entire Bitcoin reserves. That means LFG should still have over $1.2 billion worth of Bitcoin in its reserves. But thus far, the organization has not provided any details on those funds. Furthermore, LFG has also not provided the details of the $750 million loan, such as who the borrowers are, the interest rate, and the loan's current status. Just hours after announcing his reason to shut down Terra's Luna and USD from trading on his platform, Binance, CZ, founder and CEO of Binance, has in another tweet lifted the suspension and allowed trading again, but there would be no minting just yet. Luna may not be allowed to trade again on Binance, but there are still doubts over its security and certainty. CZ advised traders against buying coins and tasked personal research to be carried out before acting on the announcement. Luna is believed to have been massively pumped into the crypto market. According to sources, the supply of Luna on Friday, 13th May, increased to over 6.5 trillion from its previous 340 million, after 6.37 trillion Luna was issued the same day. Cryptocurrencies stabilized today morning, with Bitcoin recovering after a 16-month low after a volatile week dominated by the demise of the Terra ecosystem as USD lost its peg and Luna collapsed to virtually zero. Investors were also emboldened by a surge in US stock markets, which staged a relief rally at the end of a punishing week of losses across major indices. The S&P 500 index jumped 2.4% Friday, while the technology-heavy Nasdaq 100 index jumped 1.3%. Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market value, was recently trading around $29,500, rebounding from a 16-month low of $25,400, which it hit on Thursday. Ether, the second largest cryptocurrency in terms of market cap, was around $2,040, up by over 3% in the last 24 hours. The global crypto market capitalization was around $1.26 trillion, up by over 3% in the same time period. SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce, also affectionately known as Crypto Mom, said that there might soon be movement on stablecoin regulations in the US. The comments came at an online panel debate hosted by London-based official Monetary and Financial Institutions Forum Policy think tank on May 12. Talking about the collapse of the Terra USD stablecoin, she added that that's an area that has obviously gotten a lot of attention this week. Hester Peirce has taken a more productive stance, suggesting a trial and error approach to regulating stablecoins. Meanwhile, US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is also pushing for more stringent regulations for digital assets. This week, she told a Senate banking panel that the current market turmoil illustrated the need for an appropriate regulatory framework. Cryptocurrency-focused financial services firm Galaxy Digital said it expects its quarter-to-date loss through Wednesday to be about $300 million. The Mike Novogratz-led firm said it has a liquidity position of around $1.6 billion, split 50-50 between cash and net digital assets. They also posted Friday that in light of the recent market conditions, Galaxy specified that its treasury does not utilize algorithmic stablecoins. Galaxy announced that net comprehensive income is expected to be at a loss of approximately $300 million, bringing partners' capital to $2.2 billion, a decline of 12% versus March 31, 2022. Galaxy first published its first quarter earnings at the start of this week, reporting a $111.7 million loss compared to a gain of $858.2 million for the corresponding quarter a year ago. Kava Network's native decentralized stablecoin USDX, with a market cap of $115 million, has lost its parity with the US dollar. USDX dipped to almost $0.55 on Wednesday and is currently trading around $0.65, well below its supposed dollar peg. What may have caused USDX to lose its dollar parity is not clear. Unlike algorithmic stablecoins such as Terra, Kava Network's USDX can be minted as a loan backed by collateral reserves. Kava Labs' development team in its tweets said that USDX lost the peg because of its exposure to Terra USD that recently collapsed. As USD plummeted to $0.10, losing more than 90% of its value in a week, it caused collateral liquidations that dragged USDX along. United Arab Emirates airline giant Emirates has announced its intentions on adopting cryptocurrency by offering to accept Bitcoin as a payment method for its customers. Adel Ahmed Al-Radha, the company's chief operating officer, made the announcement that the Bitcoin will soon be a viable payment option and the airline's website will also feature NFT collections. Emirates, which ranks in the top 5 airlines of the world, has been ambitious to engage its customers by adopting innovative digital technologies such as blockchain, cryptocurrency, and Metaverse. This comes after recent developments in UAE that have warmed up to adopting digital currency assets and their underlying technology. Neal Stephenson, sci-fi author of 1992's Snow Crash and coiner of the term Metaverse, purchased his first NFTs on Thursday. Stephenson's first NFT artwork was Neophyte 2022 number 94 by artist Sterling Crispin. The generative piece is inspired by nature and comes from the Art Blocks platform, where 25% of the initial sales of the NFTs went to the Native Animal Rescue, an organization that rescues and rehabilitates wildlife in Santa Cruz County. Stephenson purchased the work for $0.888 ETH, worth around $1,864, and shortly after purchased another generated artwork from the Terraforms collection for $0.27 ETH, worth around $567. The sale was announced on Thursday evening by Crispin in a tweet saying that he is very proud and humbled. That's all for today's news. I'm your news host Dharamjot Kaur, signing off for now.